Alrighty. We are back.
Talk to me if you have answers. I don't need your problems.
She says, Kinjuru is my uncle and I trust him, but this path of Dahashi. Things are not what they were decades ago. The Loa are gone. They are not gonna hear us. She lets out a low growl only you and Liadrin can hear. No, we're running out of options. If this is the time for old myths and dreams, so be it. We meet at the foot of the mountains, at Kilzon's Reach, where the old Hashi shrines are. Okay.
Mind you.
Light the shrines on the way to the temple. And don't forget to leave Akilzon an offering.
The temple be overrun with Narlden. Killing them will help us pass the time on the way. Come, Ashura.
Now, who might you be?
Uncle, the Loa haven't spoken to you in years. Why do you think they will speak to us now?
You did not know the world with the lower in it, my child. They were our strength, our hope. Akilzon bestowed on me a great honor when she made me her speaker. I tried to instill in both of you and Zul'Jin, a love for the lower.
I remember the stories about Akilzan, Halazi, Janalai, and Nalarak, and how they protected us. I loved listening to your stories, Uncle. But even then I wondered if they were true.
How much do you remember about going to Akilzon's temple?
We climbed to the temple. Zul'Jin fell. I did not get the Loa's blessing, and my mother died.
You saved your brother, and you defended the right to lead as Zul'Jin's granddaughter, all on your own. If anyone can get to the lower and get answers, it is you.
As Dahashi, I'm no priestess, no mystic or uniter.
No, my Jara, as my niece, because I know you have the fire, and I love you more than anything.
Then I will go. For our people. And for you, Uncle.
Cute. That's cute. I love family dynamics. I think that's very sweet. Let's do it. Yeah, she's referencing the short story that came out about the the Amani trolls. By the way, Zul-Aman, so like, they use these all the time, but I'm just realizing their names are all Zul, like Zul'Jin, Zul'Jara, and they're the Amani.
The Twilight's blade pushed a Narlden into our territory. We will have to fight through them to get to the temple.
So Zul-Aman is like a combination of their family name and the word Amani, which I guess...
What do you bring, the leader of the Amani?
You know, I want to say Zul'Jin now because it's Zul'Jan, but I would have probably said Zul'Jin, Zul'Jan, whatever. He also had the Zul family name, so I'm not making any like really, really interesting remarks, but anyways, she says, "This path is thick with Narlden." She smiles broadly. "I hope they try to stop us. I can sharpen my blade on day bones."
My blood for the Amani.
Narlden are giants who normally dwell in the forest caves to the north. They would have been better off staying put. Now they're in my way, and we are short on time, so they have to go.
The Amani never die, but you might if you cross me.
She says, "My uncle, Deloa Speaker, spoke of Dahashi when I was a child. But when Deloa remained silent so many years, I do not think he would admit it, but he lost a little faith too. I remember some of his lessons. A chieftain must light the shrines on the way to the temple. Tashura must as well. Why? I do not remember. But if it is the only way to get Deloa's favor, come, let us get this out of the way."
You're dismissed. Speak. Now.
She says, "I do not know Deloa Akilzon, but she cannot be happy with the Narlden defiling the Hashi shrines and making meals of her eagle kin. We gotta let them know this is a sacred place and that we will not take kindly to their presence here. I may not know Akilzan, but I know the giants, and all they understand is strength, the language of Zul'Aman. Our strongest message we can send is to take the heads of their fiercest warriors.
You best be glad you amuse me.
She says Zuljara regards the Gnarldin as a fierce, nomadic people that normally keep to themselves.
Fight well.
Sorry, I get
Pleasantries
distracted.
can wait.
It is clear by their clothing and weapons that they have a primitive but unique culture. If the circumstances were different, I would advocate for diplomacy, but they are between us and our mission. They cannot block our path or continue to damage the shrines or the nests of the eagles that roost here. We will eliminate only those that are in our way. The Amani can choose what to do with them later.
Aldiel Shalah.
Very diplomatic.
The Gnarlden are close to destroying the shrines and the nests of the eagles that roost here.
Then we must strike them down.
These look like the giants from Zaralak Caverns from the Obsidian Citadel. These look like Jaredin. Gnarldin, Jaredin. They're obviously related. On first blush they looked similar, but like looking at the little facial expressions, like this, if you just showed this to me, I'd be like, that's a Jaredin. And they're called Gnarldin, so like I don't think it's like a secret. I don't think I'm revealing anything. I think that yep, they're related, they're cousins. I'm fine with that. I don't really have a problem with that. Now I'm just thinking about Dragonflight, which was, the best WoW expansion, obviously. But anyways, okay. I wasn't really that big of a fan of the Jaredin, though. They were just okay. Jaredin, it was like DJARDIN, if I had to guess how you spelled their name. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, we're lighting shrines, and we also need to kill some specific guys. Oh crap, are you killing the guy that I need to kill? It's not good. It looks like he's probably way up there. It's actually just a shrine. Okay. It is a beautiful zone. Yeah. It's just kind of rainy vibes. I think that the expansion could let itself breathe a little bit, which I'm sure they think about all of these things, but it's just like, and I think that it probably is breathing. Oh, that was somebody I was supposed to kill? I didn't even realize that. I was trying to run away from him, honestly. I think it's probably, I'm probably sure that some people would argue, well, it is letting itself breathe. I honestly feel like there was more in The War Within, at least at certain points of like think about in Hollowfall when they literally go to an inn and get a drink, and you talk to them around the table. And it's like, you could argue, it's like they were just in town 5 minutes ago. Yeah. But I wasn't fully satisfied by that town scene. I want a little bit more crunch. I don't know. Because, I mean, I think Zul'Aman is fine so far. I'm not, upset about it, but, am I supposed to do something with these guys? Oh, there's supposed to be a big giant I'm supposed to kill over here. I'm just thinking about it, like comparing the different zones so far. It does feel quite quick paced. It does feel like, you know, we're getting through a lot of content at a relative clip, you know. Just, I mean, it feels like I became their friend very fast, which also happens in The War Within, like in Hollowfall, right? Like I become friends with the Hollowfall people very fast. But you could argue this is should be a much steeper climb, and I think that it was better justified, and that it was definitely not as fast as I literally, like, as soon as I talked to Farron, she was like, "Hey, you want to be best friends?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, we can be best friends. I'm fine with that." Versus this, which was actually like a process, and you know they're still quite like mean, or they're quite, you know, pissy at me. So like, I don't know what I want, but yeah, I think it's like, it's mainly in Silvermoon. It's like we keep getting little quests to go to Silvermoon, and but like, I don't know how to put it other than, okay, like when Romoth came to like set the forest on fire to do a controlled burn of the light bloom, and my friend Haldiron was like asking him, you know, any second now, whenever you're ready. I don't remember. I don't even remember what they were talking about. But like, and like, you know, Romoth was like, I only got so many hands. I don't remember. Like neither of those things are what was said. I don't remember what was actually said, but that was the vibe, right? It was like, you know, oh, you know, give me a break, you know, all of that, and like that to me was like a moment of like just sort of it wasn't progressing anything. It was just like letting the characters interact. It was ultimately progressing something, probably, but you could have, sorry, I didn't mean to kill this bird, but it's just better if I kill it now, because otherwise I would just have it chasing me around for a while. But anyways, you know, stuff like that. Like I think about like how you have Orwena just sort of show up in Eversong, and it's like, it's very fast, it's very convenient, it's very much like, let's get right to the plot. I think about how you walk into it's not called what it's called. It's called the Sanctum of Light, and Umbrig is already, his little mirror image is already, you know, fighting with Romoth. Like we don't have like 10 seconds to just be like, okay, this is the Council of Silvermoon, this is the Sanctum. Like, it's like snap, bam, snap, crackle, pop. Let's start the plot, right?
I am the Blade of the Light.
My friend Liadrin says, good. Hopefully that clears the path to the shrines and the temple enough for our purposes.
Remain.
Now that the shrines are lit, the eagles are on the move.
The eagles be flying toward the temple at the top of the mountain. Maybe that's an invitation. Oraka Gokinye. Watch yourself.
She says, the shrines are lit. Now what do we do?
You better be worth my time.
She says, take their heads. How painful Demethid is between you and whatever force you worship. How painful Demethid is between you and whoever. Okay.
Spit it out.
I'm a demon hunter.
Or I slice it out with my axe.
She takes one of the heads by the hair and admires your handiwork. Now we're talking their language. Now they know that the Amani are stronger. Some may linger, but when we defeat the Twilight's Blade, we will come back for them. Keep the heads. I have no idea how they might be useful later.
Kinde.
Oh, I have plenty of backspace. So her brow furrows and her lip curls as she looks towards the temple. When we lit the last shrine, some of the eagles returned to the temple. It could be a sign. She scoffs. Or the eagles are moving in after Denarldin started moving out. When we get to the temple, all we gonna find is silence, just like always. But we still gonna try. We should go now and present an offering.
The Amani haven't been back to the temple since I was a child. There'll be nothing there but birds and bramble.
Still, the eagles returning here seems like a good sign.
This is a Zandalari troll druid. It's not a random pterodactyl in Zul'Aman. So we're just gonna fly on up here. I haven't sensed a skywriting glyph like all expansion. Is it this one? There are some people up here. This is just a player. Just a Death Knight and her minion. Okay then. Whee!
Kenduru wanted us to leave an offering. The heads of our enemies will do nicely.
I answer to the light.
Though she feigns indifference, I feel there's still a deep desire in Zuljara to see her gods finally appear.
Fight well.
If Kenduru is correct, it may be possible to contact the Loa by walking this path of Hashay. And be one step closer to ridding Zul'Aman of the Twilight's blade.
Yes, Gokinye. We are closer to achieving your goals. Let's go.
Wait, I did not mean to... Zuljara, becoming the Hashay will be a great achievement.
Now you try to flatter me. I know why you're here. To protect your precious golden fields of Eversong. Do not pretend to care about me or their money.
Enough, Zuljara. I admit that my past keeps me from empathizing fully with your people. I told you that I fought against your grandfather. But I did not tell you that he held me captive and tortured me, and tortured and killed many of my peers. That part of my past led me down a path I am not proud of. And, as strange as it seems, I see some of myself in your plight, and want you to become closer to your gods. Now, the champion and I are your Hashura. We will attend you.
You're a funny one. Straight as a spear, but thick as a pango hide shield. If you say that's what guides your hand, I believe you. Your counsel has been good, and you bring strong company. But that don't make us friends. This journey gonna try us all, so we should get going soon. Eh, Hashura?
Yeah. Another H word. Okay, that was a nice moment to breathe. I take back my complaint. I liked that. I enjoyed that. I mean, I heard there were tons of stay and listens in this game. I feel like there's about the same as in The War Within. I don't really feel like there's a significant higher amount of stay and listens in Midnight. I feel like, you know, sure, there's some stay and listens, but it's comparable to the amount we saw in The War Within, which is good, but, you know, I say bring it on, because they're optional, right? So I would have probably added at least like 10 more stay and listens.
The
Like
heads
so far.
of our enemies, a tribute to our victory.
Is it the Loa? It's just a random bird.
You better be worth my time.
That voice, you heard it too, Hala?
Spit it out,
She
or I
says,
slice it out with my axe.
We got her attention, but now what? I know there is a trial, but Akil-Zan is not given any hints on what it is. Think, what did Kinduru teach me as a child? She is the Loa of victory, but also of oaths and conviction. If only we had made it to the top when I was a child, and I hadn't fallen.
Go back where you...
All that seek my favor must climb high, but not be afraid to fall.
The trial. Kenduru brought me here as a child. I remember.
Oh, do we have to jump off? Ooh. I'm a demon
Kenduru.
hunter.
I hope you're
so
right.
This feels a little unfair. And Liadrin is a paladin, so she can just bubble.
Wait, Zuljara! Are you mad?
You should go bubble her. You should cast a bubble around the both of you. I have wings. Her gaze is... This is like a War Within reference. Her gaze is fixated on the ground below. She jumped without a sign of hesitation or doubt. Moments ago, she insisted there was nothing to be found here but birds and bramble. But now that Akil-Zan has spoken, I believe her true convictions have risen to the surface. Yeah, I'll follow her, sure.
Aldiel Shalom.
Yeah, okay. It's really not a fair comparison. Sure.
Well done, Suja. Kinduru was right about you.
All this time. You were right here. Why didn't you answer us?
Because of your grandfather, Zul'jin, and that snake of a witch doctor, Malakras. Long ago, we Loa would choose a champion among the Amani, a Hashe, to wield our power for the good of their people. Zul'jin wanted to use that power again, not to serve his people, but to slaughter his enemies. We would not grant such a blessing. So he had Malakras steal it from us and make their own false, abhorrent Hashe.
But our own champions raided the temple city and stopped them.
So now all Amani must suffer for my grandfather's mistakes? If you don't help us fight the cult.
You passed my trial, Sujara. You have my favor. Now you just need the others.
Need them for what?
To become the first Hashe in generations. What else? Prove to the Loa that you are not your grandfather. Triumph where he failed. Become Hashe, a true Hashe, and wield the power of the Loa in defense of Zulaman.
Okie dokie. That was fun.
I have been watching. You beseech the Loa of victory.
I think of the Amani as my children, but children sometimes go astray. Why did the Loa abandon the Amani? We did not abandon the Amani. The Amani betrayed us. Hex Lord Malakras persuaded Warlord Zul'jin to create powerful warriors by any means necessary. A profane way to drain our power and infuse it into 4 Amani avatars was found. Gokinye, like you, stopped them, killing the avatars. Malakras and Zul'jin. To the original Zul-Amon raid. I abandoned my temple. Halazir retreated into the mists, healing Janalai. Janalai suffered most. Their flame extinguished and consumed by Malakras. Oh my god, this is a non-binary Loa. Nalarak became Fury incarnate, only soothed by deep hibernation in the mountain. I think that's the bear, probably, judging from the context. If Zul'jara wanted to become Hashe and destroy the Twilight's blade, she will need all our blessings, not just mine. The Loa's bond to the Amani must become strong again. What about Bonsamdi? Her eyes are closed. She seems lost in thought. They were here all along. It was my grandfather's fault. They would not answer. She nods her head and sighs. My grandfather broke this. It is up to me to fix it. It is the only way to save my people. Loa victory guarantees her blessing, lowering your body mass and increasing your speed by 15%. Okay.
I got my eye on you.
She smiles slightly as Akil-Zan's blessing buffets her. Kinduru's stories were real. We have the blessing of Akil-Zan, and the path of the Hashe stretches out before us. We must follow Akil-Zan's advice and seek out Halazi next. As Akil-Zan is the Loa of the Rulin tribe, the Amani, and my family, Halazi is the Loa of the Witherbark and their leaders. If their Loa speakers are gone, then maybe Kulamara will know how to approach him. Okay.
My blood.
Next, you must seek Halazi's blessing. He is hidden, but his speaker can help you find him.
The Witherbark Loa speakers are dead, but maybe Kulamara can help. The Amani never die, but you might if you cross me. Mind yourself.
You seem pensive, Zuljara. Are you not relieved Akazan graced us with her favor?
What is this, elf? You become my Hashira and you think you can ask me personal questions, no?
Zuljara, I see that something is burdening you. I genuinely want to help.
If I share my feelings, you're gonna tell me how to rid myself of the hot rage and cold shame at what Alcazan told us.
About your grandfather, Zuljin?
Yes. Did my grandfather's rage made him betray the Loa, try to take their power, and cut us off from our gods?
Rage is a powerful emotion. My people were once consumed by it as well. I was consumed by rage at Zuljin for what he did, and sought retribution against him for years. Zuljin, I realized, was the same. He had good reason for his rage, and it festered and controlled him.
Now you're saying I should feel sorry for him? That he should be pardoned because he had big feelings?
Me.
No, I'm saying there is a lesson to be learned. Let go of your rage at the Loa and at Zuljin. It will lead you off your path.
You have again given me good counsel. And perhaps we are more alike than we seem.
They're in love. Okay then. Cool. Well, let's go talk to this other person now. So this is like a proper Legend of Zelda quest, like, you know, get all the divine beasts on your side. Divine beasts, yeah, I mean, yeah. Stop the darkness, etc., etc. Okay, this is the patch, right? I can't go over there. Is it gonna kill me? Is this the raid? It's like right there. It's like right there, and turn back. Okay. Well, obviously that's a patch zone, or possibly a raid. Okay, interesting. Turn back, an overwhelming force coils around, suffocating life from you. Well, damn. Maybe it's Bonsomdi. Okay then. It's a nice zone.
You want me to chase that ghost of Aloha when our warriors be disappearing right and left?
Yes.
Where were you when the Witherbark needed help?
She says, you again? And the elf to I'm an elf. She looks you up and down mockingly. You must be in big danger if Zuljara is parading you around and not wearing both your entrails. As leader of the Witherbark army, I am keeping an eye on the Valbranch from this watch. She gestures to the Valbranch's temporary swamp shanties in the distance. We came to speak with Halazi. How can we find him? Huh? Halazi? Did you forget to use your ears, Blood Elf? We told you the Loa are gone. Even if they weren't, no one can get to the Temple of Halazi right now. The Valbranch and the Twilight's Blade have banded together to destroy us. We are split on 2 battlefields, and the Valbranch attack my village every night. On top of that are the Mists. The Valbranch and the Twilight's Blade use them to obscure Halazalore and the area around the temple. Many warriors have gone in, but none have come back out. I do notice Halazalore sounds a lot like the Zara lore, and I like Allure as a place name for trolls. I mean, the raids are usually Zul, right? Like Zul'Gurub, Zul'Aman, Zul'Farrak. But yeah.
That's right, leave.
Talk to me if you have answers. I don't need your problems.
She says the Valbranch have caused my people suffering for too long. She glares in fury at the nearby Valbranch village of Masara. It's been a long time coming, but now's the time to deal with them.
Speak. Now.
She growls through her gritted tusks. Now, it's not as surprising that Malacrass's tribe, the Valbranch, fell to the lure of hex magic. But that is their choice, and a path they chose long ago, a path away from us. I won't let them live long enough to regret it. What the Valbranch have done to the Witherbark has gone on too long. And without the Enamani response, the mist is not in our way. We can use it to our advantage. We will take a life for all the lives they took, and make sure they stand dead. They stay dead.
Go then.
She says Kulamara has told me that a shadowy mist has fallen over Numazun. She believes the Valbranch are behind it, using their magic to hide the crimes they commit against the Witherbark. She believes they are hiding in the Numazon crypts. The Hashay shrines are near there as well. We must find our way to Numazon and rescue the Witherbark captives. If we find the Hashay shrines along the way, so be it. If Halazi will not stand with us, then maybe the Witherbark will.
You best be glad you amuse me. We'll get your warriors back and find a way to the Temple of Halazi.
Beware the myth, Zul'Jara. It be unnatural, and we suspect the Valbranch hide in their dark deeds with it.
Okay. Awesome. And let's see. Let me go this way.
The Amani have been ignoring the Witherbark's calls for help for too long. That ends now.
That Lynx had a little hurt for me. How sweet. Okay, so we're helping out the Witherbark, who are the trolls from the Hinterlands. For some reason I've gotten in a heavy mist, which is quite scary. But let's free some of these cats who are so in love with me. I have to slay the Valbranch because they're the evil trolls. Very well. I do like, I mean, it was a while ago now, but I do like how Liadrin was like, I really want to use diplomacy and not kill these evil giants, but like, clearly it's like part of their culture to like kill the giants, so I don't want to like be, I don't want to be like, I don't want to offend anybody. I mean, you know, it's kind of the vibe, which, like, I'm okay with the fact that, I wasn't trying to fight this, skeleton, I'm sorry, I have to fell rush around. I'm sorry. I'm okay with the fact that my friend, Liadrin doesn't want to kill anybody, and that she doesn't want to offend anybody either. And, you know, she's a woman of the light, and she's you know, very measured. I'm cool with all of that. I just think it's a little bit funny because it's not normal in World of Warcraft quests to like sort of take a moment and be like, wow, should we really kill these giants? Like, we should only kill the ones that get in our way because, like, you know, I don't want to like just kill people like indiscriminately. I don't want to just murder a bunch of people. I mean, who are you, Halduran Brightwing? That's why Halduran couldn't run around fighting people with us, because he hates killing people. Everybody hates killing people. I think Eretor is having a strong influence on the Blood Elves. Although, you know, my friend Halduran said the same thing in Mists of Pandaria, and at least one of the Isle of Thunder quest, he remarks on how, you know, he that's why I make the reference about him saying the blood is on his hands, you know, when he sends us on a quest or whatever, because he remarks on that, on how he regrets it, but we have to kill people, basically. Okay, I think I actually need to go this way. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep fell rushing around, and, you know, if you guys want to fight me, just come on over. We can fight in this room over here. Gotta get there before the boomkin kills everybody. Is this that same troll that was going around? No, this one's a worgen. Okay. I don't know. Can trolls be boomkins? I don't know anything about druids, to be honest. Here's Volpera. Okay. Okay, we did it. Where are you guys gonna go? Are you guys gonna get out up here? Okay, we did it.
While in the crypt, I noticed the Vile Branch were blinded by the mist, too.
She says, "The mist, I've never seen any like them in all of Zulamont before."
Oraka
Is this
Gokinye.
a Mist
Watch yourself.
of Pandaria reference? She spits on the ground. Disgusting. They deserve to be brought back and killed 100 times. I hope whatever Loa awaits them in the afterlife swallows them whole and grinds them with its back teeth.
What do you bring the leader of the Amani?
So that's why the Vile Branch wanted to Witherbark, to please the Twilight's Blade, like given to more soldiers. Undead soldiers, obedient soldiers. And we have already lost too many.
Kinde.
The Vile Branch seemed to be just as confused by the mist as the Witherbark. Whatever caused the mist, dealing with the Vile Branch changed nothing. And now we must find the Hache shrines in the dark. She moves her hand in front of her face, testing her range of visibility, and frowns. We must light the shrines. Try not to get separated. This will try my patience, but I'm sure if we use our heads, we'll find a path.
Go then.
What do we do now? This mist is impenetrable.
We push forward. The Hache shrines will lead us to the Temple of Halazi.
She said not to get separated, but I'm just going to the next little dot. They're already there.
A Hache shrine, like those we lit near the Temple of Akelzan.
That means we are close. Do you feel like we're being watched?
Let's go back. Oh, they're disappearing. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the next little spot. Are you guys okay? I like the animals are friendly. Okay. I thought we weren't supposed to get separated, but I don't know where they went, so I'm just gonna keep going. I feel bad for these lynxes. I wish I was a paladin so that I could, like, give them some light. I mean, isn't that the whole point of being a paladin? To cast the light, the holy light? I don't know why Liadrin didn't say, oh, I'll just light it up for you. But Anyways. Alrighty, we have lit all of the shrines. My friends should be up here.
You mean you were saved from the Vile Branch by the mist? Not lost in it? Talk to me if you have answers. I don't need your problems.
She says finding Halazi and the Hashay shrines has taught me patience and forced me to think through my obstacles instead of cutting my way through them. I wish Zul'Jin were here. He would be proud of me for gaining some brains.
What do you bring the leader of the Amani?
Yeah, I feel like you didn't really explain to me why Zul'Jin didn't want to come. He seems perfectly, like, outgoing in the beginning. Liadrin even thought he was the leader of the Amani. She says, who are these people? Where did they come from? Did they find their way here from Numazon? How? The mist keeps you from knowing if you're coming or going. And where is Halazi? I need answers now. Okay.
They are
Lingslower brought us here and protected us. He has made me his speaker, my sister.
What's with all these baby trolls? Don't even get any baby blood elves except for that one time 8th Sun Reaver showed up. Don't know what that is, but anyways.
Halazi picked me as his speaker. Isn't that nice?
Movie time.
Halazi will speak with you now.
Hit of the Amani, pride of their pride. You have pierced the veil and found me.
It was you who created the fog. You were trying to hide the Witherbark from the Vile Branch.
Despite Zul'Jin's betrayal, I silently watched over my Witherbark.
Halazi, Zul'Aman is under attack. I have come here on the path of the Hashi. Give me a trial so that I can win your favor.
Trial? There is no trial.
But we need...
You learned to prowl. You used cunning to see what is hidden. You saved my Witherbark children. No trial could earn my favor more. What was hidden has been revealed. There are further trials ahead. May you hear your prey before they hear you.
Okay. He looked much bigger in the cinematic, I feel like. I guess he's sitting down now. He looks a little bit smaller, but yeah, he looked huge when they were like zooming in on his big cap face. Okay. Julio.
Oraka Gokinye. Watch yourself.
I was surprised there wasn't actual, like, stealth elements of that quest, though. Or, like, I don't know. It didn't seem like it was that different than a normal quest as far as moving through the mist. But anyways, she says, like a Keelzan, Halazi was watching, waiting. He never gave up on the Witherbark.
Speak. Now.
She says, by helping the Witherbark, we helped ourselves and passed Halazi's trial. There is a lesson in that. Now that Halazi has returned, we should go back and let Vunzara know. I hope this will improve the relationship between our tribes. Maybe he knows where we can find out how to resurrect Jan'alai.
Go back where you came from. Then you will help us track and kill Mordoon and the Twilight's Blade, Master of the Hunt.
They will be my prey, Amani Kit. May the shadows protect you always.
Okay, I'm kind of annoyed with myself because I don't remember his name, but do you think that the August Celestial, who's a big cat, and this big cat are boyfriends? He's the White Tiger. I don't remember his name. I honestly don't remember any of their names though. Yeah. There's the Ox, the White Tiger, the Jade Serpent, and the Red Crane. I really feel like I should know at least one of their names, and none of them are coming to mind, which maybe is just because I have too much Midnight information, and the August Celestials are pretty much have nothing to do with the Midnight expansion. But in any case, yeah. So, let's fly over there. It looks like this is a flying situation. That's a bonus objective over there. Okay. What's up, guys? We already got 2 Loa back.
The path of the Hache. My grandmother told tales of the Hache around the fire when I was young. You address the leader of the Witherbark.
I can't offer Zul'Jara my soldiers, but I can try to help her with her journey as Hache. Aren't there Witherbark in other areas outside of Zul'Aman? Ages ago, the Amani Empire held all the lands surrounding Zul'Aman. These areas were later known to you as the Hinterlands and Arathi Highlands. We had colonies there, but when Zul'Jin died and Aloy stopped speaking, my younger brothers journeyed to the Hinterlands and the Arathi Highlands, hoping to gain control of them, and return to living as we always had. We are all Witherbark, but there are many differences between us now. They even worship other Loa. Some of our cousins in the Hinterlands were driven out of the area not long ago. Some sought violence by joining our sadistic brethren, warmongering in the Arathi Highlands. Those who wanted peace returned home to us here in Zul'Aman. Seems relevant. Do you think that's relevant to the remake of the Eastern Kingdoms that's coming? Okay. Do you know anything that will help us speak to Jan'alai?
The Witherbark know little of Jan'alai, but the eccentric Loa speaker still lives at the temple to the east.
Okay.
Spit it out.
Eccentric.
Or I slice it out with my axe.
Eccentric Loa speaker? That sounds familiar. I guess they're all like that.
You better be worth my time.
She says Chief Vunzara knew little of Jan'alai, but he did know about their Loa. If they are still at the temple, then there is hope we can resurrect the Loa. Her hand tightens on her axe, making a Kil'zan flee, wounding Halazi, sending Nalarak into a rage, and killing Jan'alai. My grandfather and Malakras have much to pay for.
I got my eye on you. I know all about eccentric Loa speakers. Thank you, Vunzara. Maybe this trial will be easier.
I actually don't know what kind of animal this is, because Naralak's gotta be a bear, and we've already gotten the lynx and the eagle. So Jan'alai, I'm sure it's something obvious. I'm sure I've seen it, because I saw some pictures of these Loas at some point, and I mean, I've done some version of the Zul'Aman raid. It's not really... I don't know if I've ever actually done the one from Burning Crusade. I may have only ever done the one from Cataclysm, but in any case, Jan'alai. It looks like a dragon hawk. Oh, that's what I'm riding right now. Coolio.
the living flame be gone, burned in many hearts. Purify yourself, and it will rise.
Okay then.
Kinde, kinde.
Purifying yourself and it will rise. I should have brought Zul'Jin. He was always good with riddles.
The Amani never die.
I'll go ask
But
him.
you might if you cross me.
She says the lower speaker talks of fire in all hearts. Jan'alai is the lower of birth, death, and rebirth. Maybe the lower speaker is asking for sacrifice? She smiles deviously. Hey, Liadrin, how much fire you think is in an elf's heart, eh? Liadrin gives her a sour look. Whatever the lower speaker wants, it is either part of resurrecting the lower or part of the trial. Let's see what he has to say.
My blood for this.
I see the fire in you. Yes. Find more coals, more fire. Renew the living flame.
Did he just hand you that fiery coal with his bare hands?
He speaks madness, but seems deeply attuned to the lower. Take the call, Ashura, and see if we can start the trial.
Riddles upon riddles. At least the light is more straightforward.
Shorella.
I'm glad to gain Halazi's favor, but being here brings me shame.
Why? We rescued the Witherbark. You found the Hashe shrines, and you are now closer to becoming Hashe.
The Witherbark needed my help, and I did not listen. I was too worried about my own people.
Luckily, Halazi could not help but meddle in Witherbark affairs, despite what your grandfather had done.
Halazi would not let them die. If it came to it, I feel Akilzon would not have let us die as well.
It sounds like your faith in the Loa is strengthening.
Maybe. Akilzon tested my conviction, and Halazi forced me to use my head and not my fist. I only wish I had learned these lessons before, and been a better leader.
You had scant resources. I cannot say I would not have protected my home over others threatened with violence. I have been in your situation, and like your grandfather, I wanted power, and took it without caring who I hurt. I am proud to see you not making the mistakes that I or your grandfather made, and that I am part of your journey.
Proud of me? I would like to say your words mean nothing. But as you are one of my Hashura, I thank you for your words.
Wow. How beautiful. No, I'm into it. I'm into, their weird... Liadrin will see a, you know, younger person in a stressful situation, and she will just straight up adopt that girl. Like, she just like, is anybody gonna adopt this girl who's troubled? And Liadrin will not wait for an answer. I think that that's the dynamic. I mean, I think Liadrin, well, it's a somewhat, like, she talks to her like, well, you know, your grandfather, right? And I don't even think that Zul'Jara really knew her grandfather. Like, I think she was still very young, when all of that went down. So, like, I think that's the dynamic, is, you know, very much like a paternalistic, you know, I don't think that they're strictly friends, or, like, friends, sure, but, like, friends with, you know, one of them being much more of a parental figure to the other, you know, not sort of equal peers in that sense. You know, Liadrin's a holy woman. She's a healer. She's not literally a healer. I would rather her be like protection spec. In the Paladin class hall, she was retribution, but it's neither here nor there. But she is, you know, somebody who is in a line of work that involves, you know, healing and protecting people and all of that. So, I think it's relevant. Yeah, I like it. I think it's sweet. Guess I just have to kill these things. Maybe there's some other way I could have powered it up, because generally they haven't been making me kill random animals, but I mean, I don't really mind. It's just not necessarily what I was expecting to do. Hopefully it'll be easy to get all the Loa on our side and everything will be good. I'm wondering if Zul'Jan's gonna come back into it, because he got written out a little bit unceremoniously, I feel like. At least in this part of the arc, but, you know, we'll see. Let's go over here. Yeah, I don't know if there was anything else I could have done to power up this coal thing, but this is all good. Oh, by the way, I did remember the name of the Red Crane. The Red Crane's name is Chi-Ji. That's the only one whose name I felt like I should definitely have been able to remember. I could probably figure out the White Tiger's name through cheating. I don't even know if I've ever been to Pandaria on this tune. It's just called the Temple of the White Tiger. Okay, just kidding. I don't know what the White Tiger's name is, but I feel like I should, but I don't. But Chi-Ji I remembered, which I was happy about.
Could it be? The spark! The fire we need! Yes! The flame returns! The fire of Jan'alai burns bright! Fly home, mistress and master of fire! Fly!
Watch yourself, Loa speaker!
Okay, then.
Kinde.
She watches the flames dance in the coals. A small smile creeps up on her face. She balls her fists and flexes her arms. I think this trial is starting now. Whatever it throws at me, I'll be ready.
You better be worth my time.
This old crazy Loa speaker's too busy dancing to tell us what to do next, but I think I know. We could not light the shrines on the way to the temple. But now that Jan'alai's presence is here, maybe now we can. I will take the Ember to the Hashe shrines. Then maybe the trial will start. I jumped from the top of the temple of Akilzan. I found my way through the mist of Halazi. I'm ready for Jan'alai's fire. We can only hope they will receive us after what my grandfather has done.
Mind yourself, Bin Zulaman.
The coal ready to burn now. Burn and purify. The shrines show the way.
Meet me at the shrine. I will take the call. My spirit's ready for any challenge.
I will stay here with Breck, just in case he begins to make sense, or decides to wander off.
Thanks, Queen. I mean, I'm into it. I'm into a non-binary Dragonhawk. Also, now I am thinking about the August Celestials because...
Let's see what the flames make of my spirit.
Fool girl. Standing with an elf. You shame me and our family's pride.
Okay, wasn't expecting that. It's just straight up Zul'Jin. I really don't know anything about Zul'Jin. I didn't know he had one arm. Like, this is new to me. Doesn't he seem to only have one arm? Is that a thing? Okay then.
No, I will not repeat your mistakes, grandfather, even if it ruins our family pride.
The freaking Zul'Aman raid is so annoying that they took it out of the game, from what I understand. I don't really know how it works, but, I mean, even if you were playing, like, Mists of Pandaria Classic, that's, like, past Cataclysm, so I don't even think it's in that version of the game.
I wonder who the next one will be.
Come to point out more of my flaws, sister. Why? Afraid I'm a better Amani than you?
Sharp retort was his attack. That's funny. Yeah.
We are both a money enough, brother. We only need to give each other more grace.
That's sweet. By the way, there's another man here. Well, Parrot, can you not hold aggro? It's fine. I'll help you this once, little child. I was gonna say, in the short story, they really emphasize that Zul'Jin is not a fighter, and that he is, an artist, literally. He draws pictures. He has a sketchbook, like you and me. And, yeah, so I guess that's part of what's being hinted at.
The flame rises. Rise to the challenge. Cleanse your spirit.
The Amani never die.
And
but
by the way,
might if you cross me.
The August Celestials are, you know, a big cat, which is the white tiger, which, you know, there's a big cat in these Loa. A serpent, or like a cloud serpent, wind serpent thing. It's a dragon, right? I think they just call her the Jade Serpent, but she's like a dragon, and, you know, dragon. A bird, a crane, but a type of bird, right? Which, you know, an eagle is a type of bird, and an ox. Admittedly, an ox and a bear aren't that similar, but they're the big tough tanky ones, right? Like the ox is obviously the tank of the August Celestials, and I think probably so is the bear. The healer is Chi-Ji, and I mean, I think the Jade Serpent has some healing abilities. When you're a monk, like, your abilities are like often based off of the August Celestials. So I've played a monk not that long ago, so that's part of what I'm thinking about. But I don't know who the healer would be of these Loa. I think it might be the Dragonhawk. Let's see. Zul'Jara brushes some ash off of her shoulder. Jan'alai's flame. It has taken me doubts from my heart and given them form. I was not prepared for that. What else do they have in store? Doubt and impatience.
Talk to me if you have answers. I don't need your problems.
First my grandfather, then my brother. Jan'alai knew my shame at my grandfather's rage, and a rage I feel when Zul'Jin disrespects me. I know I put fuel on his fire by responding the way I do, but that needs to change. I've left my doubt of Deloa behind me. I can leave those thoughts behind me too, and continue the path of the Hashe. Stoke to Kohlhalla. I am ready for the final trial, whatever it may be.
You let me face whatever shame still hiding in my spirit.
Behold the last trial. Face to face. Face yourself.
I thought that was her mother at first.
Quick, child. You accept help because you fear standing alone.
Do not let it prey on your doubts.
I'll just kill this for you real quick. This is Zul'Jara. What should I call her? Jara? I think that's the nickname. Zul doesn't really work.
No. Accepting help has strengthened us. My pride will not be the downfall of my people. Speak. Now.
Fit in debt, the last test be facing my own doubt about my leadership and my choices. It felt good, as if the doubt melted away. And I gotta say, I never seen Flame so fit and handsome. Oh my goodness. She, despite it all, laughs heartily and claps you on the shoulder. That's sweet.
Oraka Gokine. Watch yourself.
The coal. It's white hot now, and I feel like there's something inside it. Breck said this was the last trial, but Jan'alai is not here. What do we do now? She looks at Breck and scowls. Talk to Breck and see if he's got anything to say we can understand.
I got my...
Blaze the coal. Watch the flames rise and the fire live again.
Heh. Jan'alai is waiting for all of you. Hala, are you ready to meet them? Yes, I'm ready to meet your legendary they-them Loa right now.
The cycle must continue. The coal! The egg! It is ready!
Phoenix reference. Ashes of Jan'alai.
Zuljara, your grandfather betrayed and killed me, upset the cycle, plunged me into eternal darkness.
Forgive us, Janalai.
You have renewed me. Your trial has purified the line of Zuljin. A new day dawns. Such is the cycle.
May the inner fire of the Amani never die.
Come to me. Let me know you're warm.
Legend, what are your pronouns? It's just,
May your fire burn.
everybody was calling you, they, them, but then at the last second, this little freak called you she, which I thought was very rude, unless you go by she or they, which
Spit
is,
it out,
awesome if you
or
do.
I slice it out with my
I'm very
axe.
normal. She says, we did it at Hashura. Janalai is reborn, and we have her blessing. Oh my goodness. Did you gender, is it like, was it a boy when it died and now it's a girl? I don't really understand. She closes her eyes and briefly enjoys the feeling of the flame against her face.
What do you bring the leader of the Amani?
It's just they've had they-them characters before in Warcraft, and the two that I'm aware of, they were pretty consistent with. So, I mean, it's fine if they want to play around with it, but I expect that they're kind of just being inconsistent, but I don't know for sure. Janalai's trial has made me realize I need to make things right between me and my brother. He acts out at me, but it's because I put him down. I do not think about how hard it must be to be my brother. We should also check on how our preparations are going, and if my troops are getting the food and rest they need. Nalarak's not gonna go anywhere. He can wait a few hours.
Xananago.
Akelzon was right to start you on the path of the Hashay. Your flame burns brightly, Zuljara.
Madoru Janalai. I have learned much of myself from your trials, and hope to learn more in the trials ahead.
Is there like a stay and listen or something? I don't think so. Awesome. There is a skywriting glyph nearby. I never found any of the skywriting glyphs, unfortunately. I'm assuming that's just like a collecting thing, just like a completionist thing, like discovering the map or whatever. Can I learn housing items? No. I can change my clothes, which I didn't really know if I would be able to or not. Okie dokie, let's go back to Amani Zar, which Amani Zar, Dazar, Allure, I don't know the naming conventions, but it doesn't have to be super consistent.
The blood of those who died today will become the flood that washes the invaders from our lands.
Is he being weird?
So many dead. What have you done, Jean?
Oh no, he's like... Is he sacrificing people? What is this? Pathologic? What are these weird body sheets? Are these gonna be like mummies or something for the Amani catacombs? What the fuck is going on?
I'm listening.
So he doesn't turn on her, he just becomes a psycho and starts murdering people for ritual sacrifice? What? Didn't see that one coming. So many dead.
And what's the report?
Okay, we'll do one more. Zul'Jin has taken to troops without my orders, again. And a number of casualties. For what? For wood? I want to take his tusks and She growls but seems to center herself. Okay, this was not a ritual sacrifice. He just took a group of soldiers to battle, and a bunch of them died. Okay. She growls but seems to center herself. Kinjuru will need help with the soldiers' death rites. Help him prepare the herb mixture and pour it onto the fires. My brother and I need to talk.
Loa guide ya, Hashira.
Is there a stand listen?
You return. While you were prostrating yourself before the Loa, I secured real power.
And how many warriors did you sacrifice to take this Lightwood back from the cult?
Sacrifice? They are heroes. Heroes that fell as true Amani, reclaiming the Lightwood at Atalaman.
And they are dead just the same, Jean. Warriors, you are relieved. Go be with your families. We will care for the dead. And I swear if you do something stupid while I go to Nalarak, I'll cut off your head myself.
It's quite somber. So it's kind of like he's trying to make up for being weak by sending people to fight, kind of? I don't really know.
The Amani leader welcomes you.
This has nothing to do with the Den of Naralak, I don't think. I love my brother. We are as the day is the night, but even so, as children, we were close. Zul'jin is smart, but he doesn't understand. A victory means nothing if there was no one left to celebrate it. Oh, he's like Turalyon. Liadrin understands. He's supposed to be my right hand, not a pain in the neck. I hope I have not left Zul'jin without guidance too long to turn him around. Oh, I have to choose one? I like the green.
Go on. Don't go far.
We're gonna...
I may have need of my Ashura.
We are going to... Her voice lines are changing. Did you hear that? Like, literally, I feel like the last time I talked to her, she said, don't fucking talk to me. Don't bother me with your problems. And now she's like, don't go for long. I have need of my Hashura. So now we're besties. Now we're in love, which is very exciting. But, yeah, we'll stop here for now. We're getting close to being most of the way done with this expansion, I think, which is exciting. But yeah. Peace out for now.